good times. So we've got some sidecars. Have you had to go on a sidecar?
Yeah, Mark Halls has taken me out a few times.
True.
And it's, I don't know, all new respect for those boys, eh?
They never used to be like that.
Oh,
They
it's
were
so much hard
feral
work.
creatures. They were motorcycle gypsies and used to drop oil all the time, but they're pretty good these days, eh?
Oh, I think they're pretty cool people.
Hallsy's got that thing going good, eh? He said he put it on methanol.
He's quick. He's quick. He knows how to grab a bunch of throttle.
Yeah. It's quite cool, eh? You didn't ride it?
Nah, I only swung, but even just swinging was enough for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's terrifying.
Yeah. Wonder, the good turnout today. Looks like they've put some wets and stuff on the thing, and Hawley's put the thing on methanol. Should be interesting. Boof, he's gone.
Oh,
Mate, it's hard to get off the line, eh? Wonder how old the wets are, because the tyres on these things they'll be sitting around for a while, and they do quite a few races on the things, eh? So.
Yeah, well, my wets have been sitting in my garage for like 2 years.
Yeah.
I'd hate to think what theirs are.
Probably one set for 8 years or so. I think they've just dusted them off. This one's going to be interesting. It's stopped raining. It's not pounding down now, but the track is definitely wet. We've got a wet one here, eh?
Yeah, for sure. I think earlier half the track was a little bit dry, 2, 3, 4, but now it's definitely, the whole track could be saturated.
It's different, eh, up here. The rain comes in from different spots, bit of a toilet bowl. It comes and hits you from different directions, but it dumps real hard here.
Yeah, it's quite interesting too with the camber changes and how the water runs. It's not the same as many other tracks. It doesn't pull, which is nice. You don't get any standing water, but
drives, yeah, definitely dries up on the higher parts of the tracks. Notice that at international tracks like Phillip Island and stuff, different parts of the track dry up, so you can go get the. They've just done 5. They've cut the thing down to 5 laps. That's what they're saying. Yeah, you got to tell the dude with the flag.
Everything's on 5 laps now.
We know. You're on the radio.
thanks, Leslie.
So there's Leslie. You've got Leslie in the office, and she helps out. And you've got another little special person in your life, Braden.
Oh yeah, that guy is a legend. Everyone knows him for his past success in racing. And you know, the wins and the championships, he's a mess. So it's always a bit valuable having someone like that to coach you and be in the pit, and you know, it's invaluable.
He's been mentored by a special person, but he's never managed to beat me.
Definitely a special person.
So that's a big thank you and hello to Braden there. Special person. Did he make it?
Yeah, he made it.
Yeah, that's right. He's down there, yeah.
He did make it.
So hello, Braden.
So it's that Mark and Darrow out front with about a 5-second gap already, back to third. It's not bad.
69 there, he's out in front. We've got Mark Davies, he's on that first rig. They're doing 35s, it's all pretty tight though, 35, 35, 37, 40, 41s. It drops down, a little bit of a drop off down there in 9th and 10th doing 52s, but we've got Halls from Williams, from Rickard, Lawrence, MacArthur there, James, Nagel, Warren, Pleak and Bradder there. That's the top 10. Good to see them all out there. They've obviously pinched some wheels, maybe some old wets off a car out in the paddock or something, but they're all out there.
Yeah, it'd be quite interesting to ride one of these in the wet. I think it'd be a lot different. Like, you got no fear of falling over, but you definitely don't want to spin out on one of these things.
Nah. They look pretty comfortable there. They look pretty comfortable in the dry, but looking real nice there.
I wonder if that F2 machine gives them is a little bit easier to control in the wet.
I think so. The 6s look real good. Like, they don't get hurt that bad, eh? Like, and seeing when those there we go, the 11 rig back a little bit from where I sort of would have expected it. They formerly used to have the 600 in there, the Lawrence brothers, and they were super sharp on that. But
yeah.
Gone up to 1,000, but haven't got the same sort of results that they were getting on the 600. They had everything squealing.
Then again, though, with the shorter wheelbase of the 600 might hinder you in the wet a little bit as well, because you have less, probably grip, less length, and I don't know, I feel like the length would help you a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah, so they do that sidecar have a go day, and I went down, had a go at that. Took one of the New Zealand Speedway sidecar champions down, and then they got me to have a little swing on. They wasted me. They were all wanting me to ride it because I get a little bit smart as I do. It's quite a fun day. They do that. You just go along, jump on. Gives you a total different respect, for swinging on things.
Oh yeah.
Like Kendall and that. A lot of the girl swingers, man, they got to be strong, eh?
Yeah, after I did it a few times, I couldn't believe, like, I kind of looked at it and I was like, oh, it can't be that hard.
Yeah.
But then you do it and it just changes your whole perspective. That stuff is unreal.
I don't know if it was my lack of strength or my poor body positioning, but I got stuck in some horrible positions at times.
I definitely think you've got to let the bike do the work.
Yeah.
You've got to let those G's help you transfer from side to side, because if you get it wrong or you get your timing wrong, it just crucifies you.
Yeah.
And then your arms are dead, and your body's dead, and your legs are dead. Yeah.
I found it like it was like hanging on to the outside of Gravitron. You can't do nothing, and you're like, this looks cool, but I'm about to fly off.
Definitely feel a bit dizzy when you come into.
But the things go pretty good, eh? So it's not like they're not far off a 600 and stuff, eh? They pull pretty good.
Oh, they're pretty quick. Pretty fast.
So yeah, making a race of his own and a good weekend there, Mark Horse, he's got to be pretty happy. Like I said, he slid the thing on methanol, he's been playing around and he's looking super comfortable. So we've got Daryl Williams there in second and Bryce Rickard in third, and then it's a bit of a drop off to the other ones. We've got MacArthur, James, Warren, Nagel, Marcy, Lawrence dropping back there, so obviously you haven't got the wet set up, and Bradder and
Oh, he's pulled in.
Yeah, wasn't looking good. Smart thing you did too before, bro. Pulling off if it don't feel good. So you've made some changes. So what's the difference with a wet setup and a dry setup? Like, what do you have to do? Don't you just put the tyres on it?
No, you tend to soften it off quite a bit. We didn't go soft enough, I don't think so. That's sort of where the problem we fell into. But yeah, you tend to soften off the bike quite a lot. Some people have certain amounts they like to soften it off, and other people, I mean, we're just kind of trying to guess. I've never ridden the Gixxer in the wet before, so we're just trying to play around with stuff, and it's a good time, you know, heading down to Teratonga. That's if it's going to rain, it's going to rain there, so it'll be a good little practice, and I think a lot of people haven't ridden in the rain for quite a while, so they probably, as much as it sucks, it's valuable. You
need to do it, eh? And it's all about getting the head into gear and being comfortable too, and if you know a wet setup and you're comfortable on it, then you just got to throw the thing back in, otherwise you're guessing, eh? You got to go in then. You're on the WP as well, that's a big change. Yeah,
I've never ridden on it before, but I mean, once you start getting into that top of the line stuff, I think you know, the Olins, the Nitron, the WP, all that stuff, they're all pretty good, and I've been really impressed with the WP stuff though. It's quite a different system, but you know, Ray knows it like the back of his hand, so that's handy. It's good stuff.
That's the biggest thing, eh? Like knowledge, and that's what I've always said it for years and years, and I think that's where the drop-off was with us in Australia, is they've retained their top guys. Like if we could keep Tony Rees and Stroudy and all that, and they were running teams, I believe that the level of racing over here would come up, because young guys like yourself would just be stepping straight into the role like Ray's created.
Yeah.
I think that's where you start getting good boys, because the drop-off is just so much when you're having to go through and trying to learn all this stuff.
That's Mark taking the checkered flag there.
So race finish there. So we've got 3 rounds. This is the 3rd round in race 3 for these boys. 69 there, Mark Hall takes the win. 38 there is Daryl Williams. 45 Rig comes through for 3rd position. That's Bryce Rickard. 67 David MacArthur. Number 50 there is Desmond James, he is 5th. Ian Burke there is in 6th. Nagel there, Damien Nagel there in 7th. Nick Blake there in 8th. 46 Peter Bradder is in 9th, and Chris Lawrence has pulled off.